What is up? Welcome back to another video. I genuinely hope your fitness journey is more consistent than my YouTube journey because I've not posted a video in over a month. But I always say this, I really want to get back into posting regular YouTube vlogs. I absolutely love it when I do it. It's just that it does take a lot of time out of my day, my week when it comes to filming and editing. But here I am. If you do enjoy these videos, please remember to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. In today's vlog, you are going to see a full day in the life from morning 5 a.m. till nighttime, bedtime, like foam rolling. The day was really busy. Honestly, I did not look like this for the whole day. I was in very go, go, go kind of mode. So on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear makeup, I don't brush my hair, and I just thought I would try and freshen up a little bit for the intro of this video, but be prepared. It is a very real day in the life. You will see a grocery haul, you'll see my leg workout, starting a new training phase, you'll see some meals and recipes for the day, a full day of eating at 2,600 calories. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Good morning. Measured my glutes, picked out my outfit. I washed my face with cold water first thing in the morning and then head into the kitchen to prepare my pre-workout crumpets, pre-workout supplement, intra-workout supplement, and top my crumpets with honey. Okay, it's 5:20 in the morning. It's honey on crumpet time, pre-workout time, and then I'm in the gym. Super excited for today's workout because I am starting a new training phase. Measured my glutes this morning and I'm super excited to see how they progress over the rest of this year as I go deeper into my build phase. As you may or may not know, depending if you follow me on Instagram or not, my goal is to build for the whole year in order to compete next year for my pro debut in the WBFF. So without further ado, let's get into the workout. Depending how I feel in the morning, I'll usually start off with a 5-minute walk on the treadmill and or some dynamic stretches. I am putting on my knee sleeves as well as my Reebok squat lifters because I am starting the workout off with squats, but of course after a selfie. So that was only my second ever time trying Ghost pre-workout, and it's got beta alanine in it, which is the ingredient that gives you the itchies. So my ears are like itchy. But anyway, if you like pre-workout but you don't want to get any itchiness, then something like Oxy Shred would be better, but the sour watermelon flavor is delicious in Ghost. I warmed up with 10 reps of the bar, which is 20 kilos, and then I loaded up 50 kilos to do about 8 to 10 more reps just to see how I'm feeling. This is not included in my working set count. So I am going into 60 kilos and the tempo is 3 seconds down, 1 second. I highly suggest Jeff Nippard's form videos for squats and deadlifts. They're very informative and highly in depth. Okay, since it's my first week on this new training program, I'm kind of easing into it. So I'm gauging what weights I should be using for each exercise, and then each week for the next few weeks while I'm on this program, I'll be increasing my weights from there. So at a 3010 tempo, I've taken back the weight on my squats compared to what I was doing in my previous training program. So we are going up to 65 kilos for my next set. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so next up the goal is 70 kilos for 6 reps with the same tempo, and then after that I'm going to rest and then do a back off set. So a back off set is going to be where I'm going to decrease the weight, do some reps, and then after that I'm going to drop set it 50% of the weight. So I'll take off half the weight and go until failure. 2, 2, 3, 1. So I did my reps at 70 kilos and then initially dropped the weight back to 60 kilos for reps until failure. And then after that, I went straight into my 50% drop set. So dropping down to just 30 kilos, and I managed to get, I think, 15 to 18 reps. I didn't want to show all the reps and sets of this workout because we would be here all day long. Featuring me dying at the end. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is squats done and we are moving on to barbell Romanian deadlifts. One thing I want to add about squats is everyone is going to have a different form because it depends on so many different things, including your hip sockets, including the length of your femurs, including the length of your torso. Everything comes into play when it comes to choosing the stance in which you're going to perform your squat and the angle in which you're going to need to lean forward in. So don't compare your squat to mine. It's just important that you find a form that works best for you and prevents injury. Hinging at my hips, 1, 2, 3, 1, With Romanian deadlifts, my feet are standing at about hip width apart, facing forward. As I push my butt back, hinging at my hips, I'm making sure that I keep my neck in line with my spine and I'm not going too low down and that my back rounds. Okay, so I am going into my top working set for Romanian deadlifts. So I'm going to do 70 kilos. It's again 3-0-1-0 tempo. And then after that, I'm going to drop 10% of the weight and do 3 sets of 8 reps at that same tempo. So 70 kilos, and then I'm going to drop about 7 kilos off and keep going for another 3 sets. With the Romanian deadlift, it's really important that you don't let your knees cave in when doing the exercise. When I come down, I'm feeling a stretch at the bottom of the movement in my glutes and my hamstrings, and then I'm driving my hips forward to bring the weight back up. Filming your exercises as you perform them is a really good way to check your form. Me just watching this video now, I can already see that I could actually do with coming up a little bit more upright at the top of the movement. Front foot elevated split squat. So I've got the dumbbell in my other side as it's contralateral, and I'm coming down to the bottom and pausing for a second before coming up. I'm also focused on keeping my body upright and targeting my glutes as opposed to focusing on working my quads. Next up, we have a superset of hamstring curls and hip thrusters. So with my hamstring curls, I'm making sure that I'm pushing my hips firmly down into the pad and I'm controlling the movement the whole way down with a squeeze at the top and a pause before returning back down. Moving on to hip thrusters, I have a band placed above my knees. I'm making sure that I'm pushing out against that band to target my glute. And when I come up to the top, I'm also pausing for a second and squeezing before returning back down, all whilst keeping my chin tucked and looking towards the top of my knees. Not gonna lie, I'm slowly dying through this leg workout and I have to get to osteo today. So I've got 2 more sets left of hamstring curls and hip thrusters. Usually I would finish my workout off with some steps, usually 5,000 to 6,000 steps, doing some work or DMs on the treadmill, but I just need to finish this, do a little bit of core, shower, freshen up, have my breakfast, and then head out to osteo. So a little bit of a change in the routine. Filming these workouts really takes a bit more time than usual training would. So if you do enjoy seeing my full training, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up because I'd love to get back into doing more gym training type content. I had to leave that in because my glutes were dying. For hanging knee raises, I'm tapping at the bottom and coming up. I'm trying not to swing from my hips too much, so I am trying to keep my back nice and flat as I focus on crunching my core up. That wraps up my lower body workout as well as a little bit of core. It is time for me to freshen up, have some breakfast, and head to osteo. Perfume of the day. So someone on my Instagram poll said that they wanted some kind of beauty stuff, but to be honest, from day to day, I don't wear makeup, I don't brush my hair, and I'm very low maintenance. But anyway, this is fresh out the shower. I'm going to use some serum and then I'll use SPF 50. This is all I have right now, and sometimes this highlighter kind of sparkly cream. I am in such a rush. I'm literally just kneeling instead of using my tripod. But anyway, no makeup, ready to go. Post-workout protein shake with water and rices. Okay, so I'm going to eat my rice bubbles, load up the car, and then head out to osteo, get some groceries. I'll show you what I get with that, and then get on to my day at home of work. Okay, so I just had osteo and oh my gosh, my hip feels better, my neck feels better, I feel very good. It's so rainy outside, but I'm gonna head to Gilmore's, I'm gonna head to the supermarket, and then I'll do a grocery haul at home. I love the supermarket. Anyway, red meat was on sale, so I got some of that, and then I also got Ross's favorite chocolate bars, 50% off. And then I checked out, but I'll do a full grocery haul at home. On to Gilmore's. They have really good deals on bulk foods, and we mainly go here to get our frozen vegetables as well as our chicken breast for a few weeks. So when it comes to the vegetables, the Gilmore's ones are around $8, while the Waddy's ones are actually about $11 for 2 kilos. We also get about 10 to 12 kilos of chicken. Today we got 10 kilos of chicken and 6 kilos of vegetables. Morning pick me up. I left the house at about 8 a.m. It's now 11:45. I'll show you what I got, and then I'm going to start prepping some lunch. Okay, so this was quite a big grocery haul, but we did get some of our essentials last week as well. Starting in this section here, it's honestly about $80, and every single thing was on sale. So this was $27 off, a new toothbrush for Ross. I got him some Lynx, I got some moisturizer for me, washing liquid, as well as some dishwashing powder, and then the Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner were also $6 each off. And then I got some toothbrush heads for me, which were on sale for $10 instead of $17, but all of this just really added up quickly. Unsweetened almond milk, some diced tomatoes, some carrots, Nutella on sale. We got some yogurt, natural almonds, Rices for my pre-workout and snacks. For the eggs, it was cheaper to get them as 6 packs instead of a 12 pack. Sugar-free juice for Ross, brown sugar sweetener for me. Sugar-free drinking chocolate. I really still like having this even though I'm not on a shred. Panko crumbs for our chicken. Roggenbrot rye bread. Salt and vinegar crackers for Ross and I. We really like these ones. They're super cheap. And then we got some Edam cheese instead of mozzarella. Baking paper, a range of creamy milk Whittaker's chocolate for Ross, as well as a chunky Kit Kat for him. He likes to have one a night. And then I got the Blondie Whittaker's, so it's a caramelized white chocolate as a treat sometime this week. I also got some beef schnitzel. When it comes to grocery shopping, I usually do everything on a budget. I really enjoy budgeting. Maybe it's my accounting background. This was kind of a more expensive shop for us just because we had this range of things. But in general, if you were someone that's looking to live a healthy lifestyle whilst on a budget, my top 3 things would be have a shopping list. Don't go in there and just, put whatever you feel like having into your trolley. That ties in nicely with, not going to the supermarket when you're hungry. The second thing I would say is to get extra of the things you're going to use in future when they're on sale. So usually when there's 50% less sugar ketchup, I'll buy a couple of bottles of that because I know we're always going to use it and it's not going to go off. Certain things I will buy in advance if it's on sale, such as things like dishwashing powder. If it's $5 to $10 off, I'm more likely to buy it even though we don't need it because I know it's going to save us money in the future. I often shop for the cheaper brand of items. So for example, if you're looking at something like canned tomatoes, they kind of all taste pretty similar. So I don't mind buying the Pam's version instead of the, Whaties version. There's things we won't compromise on when it comes to brands. So for example, Nutella, the Nutella one tastes better than the cheaper branded one. But then when it comes to things like Rices, often there's a different version like the Pam's version, which is cheaper if the actual Rices aren't on sale, and I think they taste the same. When it comes to meat, buy things in bulk or buy them when they're on sale like we've done there. When it comes to things such as eggs or anything that is, I guess, portioned out, such as eggs, you've got 6 in a pack, you can actually view on the price label at certain supermarkets where it says how much each thing is per item. So I know that these eggs were 75 cents each if I bought them in the 6 pack, but if I looked at all the 12 and 18 packs, every other egg was 90 cents and above. So some of them were over $1 per egg. So that's why I chose to get 2 packs of 6 instead. My top tips would definitely be having a proper plan when you go to the supermarket, knowing exactly what you want and not shopping on an empty stomach. Swapping out brands where you can, depending on the taste and preference. Of course, there's certain things we just won't budge on, but when it's something like almonds, we don't really care that much. Another thing I think is really important is shopping frozen versus fresh. So a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables can be really expensive, especially in New Zealand. The avocados were $6 each today. I just chose not to get them. As you saw, I got 6 kilos of frozen vegetables, and those are the veggies that we'll use. We got fresh potatoes as well as fresh carrots, so that'll mix it up a little bit across the week. But otherwise, there's nothing wrong with getting frozen vegetables instead of fresh vegetables. And then in terms of fruit, I actually bought a big bag of apples last week for $3.50. So I just buy the fruit when it's on sale, and then I'll stew it up if it's, close to going off. Another thing I would say is use a website in which you can compare prices. So often certain supermarkets are going to be cheaper than other ones for certain things. Sometimes I'll go to 2 different supermarkets, but if you're someone that's really busy or multiple supermarkets aren't around, then you've just got to do the best that you can with what you've got. Today I just went to one supermarket and I already had been to the supermarket on Friday and got a range of other things that we needed. I hope that helps you a little bit. Just know that it's a-okay to buy, meats when they're on sale and put them in the freezer, just like it's a-okay to stock up on certain things when you need them when they're on sale, and to use frozen veggies instead of fresh veg. Okay, so first up I'm going to prepare Ross's carrots and his potatoes, chop them up, put them into Tupperware, and then also put some on for lunch today. So I've chopped up the carrots and the potato. I'm going to spray them with some olive oil and then put them in the air fryer. So for Ross's lunch, I put the carrots and the potatoes on for 10 minutes before putting in the chicken for 20 more minutes. I chopped up Ross's carrot and potatoes for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I just soak them in water and put them in the fridge. When it comes to the chicken, I actually just portion it up into two 200-gram portions and two 150-gram portions for me, and then I freeze it and take it out the night before so that it's ready for the next day. While I've got Ross's veggies on, I'm also going to prepare some lunch for myself. I thought I'd try something a little bit different and do a beef stir fry today. I'm going to chop up 170 grams of beef into thin strips and then pour some teriyaki sauce on it. I'm going to leave this to sit and soak while I prepare the rest of Ross's lunch and my rice. So after 10 minutes of the veggies cooking, I've put some chicken breast in for Ross, as well as it being crumbed with garlic, herb and bread seasoning. And I put it on for 20 minutes. 90 grams of basmati rice, and I'm going to rinse it. To speed up the cooking, I'm going to use some boiled water, 200 grams of frozen veggies for me. Ross and I use the air fryer every day for lunch and dinner. Today, of course, I got beef instead of chicken, but I cooked up some eggs, mixed in my beef and teriyaki sauce to the vegetables. So once the veg were nice and defrosted in the pan, then I added in the beef. It's cut in thin strips, so it cooked really quickly. So that is Ross's lunch done. Some almonds, carrot and potato, some garlic herb chicken and some eggs. This was such a simple lunch and I absolutely love it. So all you need to do is top the rice with the beef and veggie stir fry, add some extra teriyaki if you like, and it's done. It is 2 o'clock and it is time for me to do some steps and work on the treadmill. 7,100 steps done. So I've decided that I'm going to make some chia oats for dessert tonight, and the chia seeds need time to soak. 60 grams of oats, 20 grams of chia seeds. The chia seeds are great for fiber and they also soak up a lot of water. That's why I have so much liquid in here. I have been wanting to try this creamy rice cereal for a while, so I thought I'd try it out today, especially since my carbs are up nice and high at 400 grams a day. 300 mils of almond milk, 65 grams of the hot rice cereal. Boil the milk first and then slowly pour it in while stirring, so we'll see how it goes. It is gradually starting to thicken, kind of like a thick porridge. 300 grams of stewed apple for myself that I made last night, and I'm gonna have half here and then half with my chia seed oats later on. I really don't like the noise of people eating or watching people eat, which is why I never eat on my YouTube channel, but I just wanted to say this is delicious. It is a good combination for a carb on carb snack. I feel like across the day I've changed jumpers 3 times. Obviously I had my workout in the morning, I went to osteo, I then also changed my top for cardio, and then now I changed back into a comfy kind of cozy one because I'm going to sit down and get some work done. But also I feel like my face and hair got messier as the day progressed, but this is what life is. I genuinely don't wear makeup every day. I spend a lot of the time working. Today is just like a day out of the ordinary in which I had osteo and a lot of other kind of life admin things to do in the morning. But anyway, my full-time job is Fit with Julie. I coach women all around the world in over 80 different countries. It's my absolute passion. There is no other job that I would rather do. So I absolutely love what I do with that. And I feel so grateful to be able to work from anywhere in the world. But this is kind of like my main base. Okay, so it's 5:22. As you can see, it's getting dark. I just finished work and it's time for me to start prepping some dinner. Ross had the same style of chicken that he had for lunch. This is what he has most days, along with stir-fried veg, and then has potatoes later on. I went for eggs and then the potato mix with carrot that I had actually prepared earlier for Ross's lunch, just because I left dinner a little late today and wanted something easy. I added in some toffee flavor drops as my sweetener to my chia and oats and topped them with the remainder of the apple, and finished my night off with some blondie. I sat on the couch to do some journaling, and Ross and I are currently watching the TV show Yellowstone. Night routine is that I write 3+ things that I'm grateful for, and then I foam roll. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning. This is what I would have been doing yesterday, a business call, but we are doing it today because I had to head out yesterday. Before wrapping up this video, I wanted to show you my current favorite post-workout meal. So it's a protein French toast. It's very simple. I'll pop the macros up on the screen for you. I decided to top it with some pan-fried apple and sugar-free maple syrup. This did not disappoint. I highly recommend that you try it. Okay, so that wraps up my YouTube video. I feel like it's going to be a really long one. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up and let me know what you want to see more of on YouTube. I enjoy making these videos, but I also want to do things that you kind of enjoy watching, obviously. So feel free to drop that in the comments and I'll catch you on the next video.